Welcome back to Living Local DMV. Well, you may have seen the trend making the rounds on your timeline. There's been a craze online about the recently released film Obsession, specifically the cultural fascination with psycho, sociopath, and toxic relationship labels. Today, we're joined on the show by Dr. Laura Dabney with Relationship RX. She breaks down what some should do if they recognize themselves in either side of an intense relationship dynamic. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, let's jump right in. Let's talk about the difference between a sociopath, a psychopath, and personality disorders.
Well, so psychopath is short for a psychotic disorder, which means you have a persistent distortion of reality that affects your functioning. Okay, that's one category. Then we have sociopath, which is a term for antisocial personality disorder, which means you do not follow society's laws and rules, social norms. Okay, we see both of these in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can say the psychotic episode where she thinks bringing a dead animal back again and again will somehow help the relationship.
Right.
And we see at the more personality disorder side, the sociopath, when Bear brings up a topic she doesn't like and she starts making a big scene in a public space.
Sure, sure. And then what about just regular personality disorders, or perhaps labels, narcissists? We see that term thrown around a lot. Can we discuss that a little bit?
Yes, I would love to. Because what's happened there is that we have sort of made personality disorders as something of a bad person. People with personality disorders are bad people, they're crazy, or with some pejorative term. But really, they are people struggling with two phobic reactions to emotional closeness and distancing. We need to be able to tolerate closeness and distancing to have a healthy, intimate relationship. But they get stuck in this middle zone because they fear both of these sides. So that's what a personality disorder is. One of them is antisocial personality disorder. How they do that push-pull, coming and going, is that their disorder.
And speaking of push-pull, how do we recognize those push-pull patterns, and how does that develop in a relationship?
So the push-pull pattern is a way to, so if someone starts getting close and then all of a sudden they distance, so you feel like this closeness is developing and suddenly they look at their phone, or they change the topic, or they leave. So that's they're pulling away from a closeness. And then similarly, when they leave, if with personality disorders, they feel that they can't handle this distance. It's just, it makes them feel like they're going to disappear or something very drastic. So then they'll pull you back in. So people who are in relationships with these type of people feel this. This is the way I titled my book this: I need you, now go away. And it's this back and forth constantly. And it is. It's very unsettling when that's not something that you're used to dealing with.
Do you feel that people often weaponize that as a tactic to emotionally draw people in romantic relationship?
No, I mean, if they do, then that's a whole other different situation, because people with personality disorders do this unconsciously. I love this in the movie, by the way, because if you were raised to handle an emotional problem the effective way, which is to talk about it in a calm, measured fashion and then work out a resolution or common ground with somebody, great. But if you haven't, if you were shamed or blamed or punished for expressing your emotions, they unconsciously start thinking, well, this is how everybody deals with that, so I can't deal with it in a healthy way. And that's exactly what Bear's friend does at the beginning of the movie. He is trying to practice expressing, and then blanking on his name. The friend shames him out of it, so he doesn't do it.
This is so fascinating, especially that we're seeing it, show up in some really popular shows right now. And then, of course, they're having conversations online. Well, if any of our audience would like to have deeper conversations with you, how can our audience stay in touch, follow your journey, and reach out?
You can visit me at relationshiprx.com, and you can find my Instagram handle, which is relationshiprx.com, without the dot.
And quickly, before we have to wrap, is there anything that folks should do if they recognize any of these red flags?
There's no red flag behavior. That's another misconception. It's what happens when you talk about that behavior. So if someone shows up late and you say, I got anxious, you were running late and didn't know what to do, and they start blaming you, trying to say it's your fault, this is your issue, then that's destructive. Or if they go, yes, I'm an idiot, oh my gosh, I'm a loser, that's also destructive. And if they say, yes, I know it's something I'm working on, how about I text you next time? That's what you want to hear.
Yeah, I love keeping eyes open for the green flags. Well, Dr. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today.